So ultimately, I think the long-term game will be to create a media empire that rivals the propaganda machines that are already in South Africa. As you say, South Africa's media market isn't massive, so this shouldn't be unachievable.
Sweet!
Hello, folks. Chris Wyatt here for Indaba Africa once again. Recently, Roman Kabanek from Morning Shot had his director on. An interesting conversation talking about a new segment, Behind the Mic, I think it's called, talking about what plans there are for Morning Shot going forward. The a year and a half old program now, which coincides with about the same time that mine started, around the same time. But his plans for it. Interesting comments he had to say here. Let's listen to some of the comments from that conversation and my interjections regarding what came out of it.
Mainstream media is captured. It's dead. The news is not unbiased.
Okay, so the mainstream media is captured. This starts pretty well. No argument here from me. I've been saying that mainstream media, as I call it, the lamestream, fake stream, mainstream media is captured for a long time. And even some alternative media sources are captured these days. So no argument there.
And what South Africa needs is the same thing that everybody else in the world needs. It needs objective voices. It needs voices that are not captured.
What South Africa needs is objective voices. Voices that are not captured. Isn't that what you get from Chris Wyatt Africa? That's what you've been getting from me all along, is it not? I'm a little confused.
It needs voices to be able to read between the lines of articles and go out there and speak to people and explain to them what the article really says. Quite often, a lot of what the article is just padding. It's a narrative. But inside the article, is a few kernels of truth. And what it needs is an analysis. It needs somebody to pull out the kernels of truth and show them what's really going on.
So what he's saying is that what we need in the media is someone who can read between the lines, tear apart what the mainstream, fake stream media is trying to present, and let you know what's really going on. We need analysis. This sounds an awful lot like Chris Wyatt Africa, doesn't it? I mean, after all, I do bring 3+ decades of intelligence and analytical work and experience to the table at all levels, from tactical to operational, strategic, across the globe at the highest levels of national power. Military, political, and economic. Isn't that what we do here at Chris Wyatt Africa? I'm just saying.
It offers an alternative view in a captured world.
That's the only way to explain all this stuff.
No, it isn't. No, it's not. Because you could also explain it with the truth.
I wouldn't call Morning Shot unbiased. I think it is overtly transparent about its bias.
Now listen to what Roman says here. It's very illuminating, and I agree with 100%, and it applies to this program as well. Morning Shot is not unbiased. It's overtly transparent about its bias, as am I. I've always said that. We all have our own biases, but I'm honest about my bias, as is Morning Shot. Roman Kabanek and Morning Shot are very honest about their bias, as am I. And that's the most you should expect and hear from a journalist, is the truth. We can't be expected to divorce ourselves from opinions, but we shouldn't use it as a cudgel to deceive and mislead people. Morning Shot doesn't deceive people, nor do I. But the mainstream, fake stream, lamestream media sure does.
We have a few plans for Morning Shot going forward. I wonder if we should have act like this is a pitch of sorts to people who might want to be involved in some way.
What you talking about, Willis?
Plans for Morning Shot. Now we're listening. What's happening here? A place for people who might want to get involved in some way. Interesting. Will my phone ring?
And it's led to here. So now we've got close to 34,000 subscribers. We've got a merch line. We've got a nice website. We've got a variety of things.
I think what we're trying to achieve is we, in the long term, we want to be bigger than News 24. We need to be bigger than all of the mainstream media. We need to create something that can be the new alternative media in South Africa. Something that's not captured by presidential speeches and parliamentary bullshit, and who's not doing like News 24, where they just grab all of their, or even Times Live, where they grab all of their news from Twitter posts.
I mean, to me, Morning Shot is going to be this massive but decentralized media platform. We're going to dominate all the podcast charts. We're going to dominate all the YouTube charts. We're going to dominate the amount of hits we get on our website.
Now, this is some bold ambition on the part of Morning Shot. They want to be the alternate media outlet. Okay. Daily Maverick started as the alternate media outlet a number of years ago, and they've slowly become more and more captured with their news reporting. Now, I don't think that's likely for Morning Shot and Roman Kabanak. It seems highly unlikely to me. But you say this as if you're firing the first salvo in a war to dominate and crowd out all the other voices in the South African social media sphere. I don't think that's their intent. But it sounds that way, doesn't it? Very bold ambition. What about the rest of us? Shall we hold up a white flag?
Why are you waving a white flag?
I'm surrendering to fun.
Basically, if you're looking for things that are relatively objective or have an overt, transparent bias about it, if you want to be entertained, if you want to be informed, if you want to understand what's going on in the world, you would think Morning Shot first before anything else. Whether it's audio, video, written, graphics, whatever you want, TikTok, for goodness sake. I am on TikTok, follow me there. But anything we want, we're going to dominate the entire space and create news that informs people about the real stories that are happening in South Africa and the world, of course, on any platform they want.
The Morning Shot empire, YouTube, Twitter, websites, podcasts. You want to dominate everything, all the charts. What about the rest of us, man? Shall we surrender? Folks, for those of you who don't get sarcasm and humor, the whole purpose of this video was to draw attention to Morning Shot's plans to expand their offerings and also to have a little fun at it, poke fun at it, and just point out, the friendly rivalry that you find among content creators. There's not an attack on Morning Shot, and it's not a defense of Chris Wyatt Africa. Just have a little fun with you all. Hope you enjoyed this, and best of luck to Morning Shot as they expand what they're doing. Thanks a lot for your support, folks. Cheers, and take care of yourself.